just getting everything loaded up. We're actually going to hunt a different ranch pretty close by. It's about 45 minutes away. The vaqueros there yesterday and this morning have saw an absolute giant, so well worth our drive over there to hunt this afternoon. So should be fun. Wind was crazy all morning. This afternoon it's supposed to die down in about an hour, so the last 3 hours of the day should be pretty sweet.
Was that the feeder this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we should be lucky.
Yeah, hopefully. Just got settled into a blind. We had a little change of plans. Once we got to the ranch, we were talking with the vaqueros where they've seen him yesterday and this morning. This big buck was actually right out of this blind. Now they saw him when they were driving, so that was the confusion. Once we got here, we made the decision to not high rack, get in the blind, hunt out of here this afternoon just because he'd been here the last couple of days. Hopefully he's still close by. We got about 2.5 hours till it gets dark, so it's just going to be prime time. The wind finally settled down, so temp's a little bit high. Hopefully it drops. We've already seen a couple of does off to the side since we've got here. Should be a good afternoon, especially if this big guy shows up. Big deer up front. It's a 9-point. He's got a growth on his left eye. There's another big buck coming from the right. Just caught a glimpse of him through the brush. Oh, big 8, giant 8. Look how wide he is. Left side. The 10-point that's in front of us, I mean, he's knocking on 150 all day long. Except yesterday and this morning, there was a big 13-point in here. I know it's crazy, but we got a picture of him. We're gonna put that in right here. We're waiting to see if he comes out, but it's so tough because this deer in front is a literally 150-inch 10.8 giant for where we're hunting right here of Mexican Texanas. So we'll see. We're going to give it a little bit longer. We still literally have got an hour and a half till dark, but this deer is a giant. It's a good deer, but it's not him. No. Just a big 8-point, right? Yeah. I see something coming through the brush from the left. Just a glimpse. I can see the shadow coming. Here he comes. Oh, it's that 10-point again. It's the old 10. Coming from the left. You'll see him in a second. That big 10-point came back again after he left last time. I instantly regretted it because that would be the biggest and by far the oldest deer I've ever let go before. This deer is 6.5 at least. So we're going to give him until he gets away from the fence here. As soon as he does, we're going to take the shot. This is just too good a deer to pass. Instantly regretted when I did it earlier. crashed right there. Just crashed right there. Oh man, that is awesome. We came to a different ranch today because the guys had been seeing a crazy 13-pointer, but it had a wound on its neck and kind of been floating all over. We got here, made the decision, get in the blind here, and from the second we did, I mean, we've had deer all over us, 3-shooter deer. It's kind of like, it was so windy this morning, once that wind died down, all the deer started to move. And had a giant 10-point come in and let him go early, instantly regretted it, at least a 6.5-year-old deer. He came back here about 30 minutes left to light and couldn't do it anymore. I mean, he is a giant 10-point, at least 6.5 years old. Perfect deer to take. Awesome Mexican Texanus, made the shot. Just saw him crash right over there. We're gonna get down, go take a look at him while we still got light. That is flipping awesome. This ranch is sweet. Subtle. Look at this deer. Holy smokes. Look at this giant Mexican Texanus whitetail. I mean, just a stud. Look at his face. This is an ancient deer. Carries his mass. Huge brow tines. Man, Jose and the guys do an amazing job of management on their land here. Oh my gosh. And look at the head on him. Just an ancient deer. That's sweet.
Big buck down.
Oh, that's the 10 that we were talking about.
That's a beautiful buck.
Nice job.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
Get the brown.